Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button now because we've got a story today that's going to tug at your heartstrings and maybe even change how you look at family relationships. I'm here to share something deeply personal that has shaken me to my core. For most of my life, I was raised by just one parent, my mom. She always said Dad left us when I was 3 years old, leaving behind a painful memory that lingered like an unspoken shadow over our home. Mom and I were incredibly close. We did everything together. But there's something about growing up with only your mother's side of the story that leaves you curious. A couple of months ago, while rummaging through some old documents looking for my birth certificate, I stumbled upon a revelation. There, in black and white, was our divorce papers. Mom's name was listed as the one who filed for it, contradicting her narrative completely. Can you imagine? The person who was supposed to be the victim of abandonment had actually initiated the separation? I thought there must have been something more to this story, some reason why my mom would do such a thing. Maybe Dad was abusive or something like that. But I knew how sensitive she is about these topics and didn't want to pry too much. So instead, I reached out to my Aunt Mom's sister hoping for some insight. She just told me it wasn't any of my business. The questions wouldn't stop nagging at me though. What if there was more to the story? Curiosity got the better of me again when I found Dad's Facebook profile, which was completely private. The only clue was his profile picture showing him with a young boy, my long-lost little brother. Heart pounding, I tracked down his business email and decided against my better judgment to reach out. Hi, it's been over 15 years since we've spoken. Can we meet for coffee? It felt like an eternity before he replied, but when he did, the answer was yes. Last week, we met in a quiet cafe near our old home. I walked in and saw him sitting there with a nervous smile on his face. Hey kiddo, he said warmly, almost crying as he pulled me into a hug. I've missed you so much. We talked for hours about everything from my childhood to what we were both up to now. And when I finally asked why he left us, the truth was more surprising than anything I could have imagined. Towards the end of our marriage, Dad said softly, eyes filled with regret and shame, I confessed something to your mom that changed everything. I'm bisexual. I had a serious boyfriend during high school and college who I loved deeply. Dad's admission explained so much about his behavior over the years. But it was Mom's reaction that surprised me most. She told him she didn't divorce him because of his sexuality, but as time passed, she became increasingly uncomfortable with my exposure to what she saw as an unconventional lifestyle. When Dad began dating his boyfriend again after our divorce, Mom freaked out and petitioned for full custody of me without hesitation. Over the years, he had tried reaching out to her about us, but every attempt was met with silence or rejection. Feeling like I owed it to both of my parents, I decided to confront my mom about what really happened. With a heavy heart, I sat down and told her everything Dad had shared with me. She broke down in tears, admitting that she lied all these years because she thought it was best for me to stay away from this kind of lifestyle. But the truth is still sinking in. All those years growing up thinking my dad didn't want me. It turns out he did, and more than anything else. The hurt and betrayal I feel towards Mom now are overwhelming, but there's also a sense of joy reconnecting with Dad who missed so much time with us. Next week, I'm meeting his husband and my little brother. Part of me is excited about this new family dynamic, but part of me is terrified. How do you move on from something that has shaped your entire worldview? I live with Mom still, but right now we can barely speak to each other. She's begging for forgiveness, insisting it wasn't out of anger or bigotry, but because she thought it was best for me. But how can I forgive someone who lied to me for so long about my own father? It feels like a betrayal too deep to just brush off. What would you do in this situation? How do you mend fences when the truth has been hidden from you for years? That's all for today, folks. This story is far from over. I'm still figuring out how to move forward and forgive my mom for her actions you need. If you're dealing with something similar or have any advice on navigating these types of situations, please share in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if this video resonated with you, and make sure to subscribe for more stories just like this one. Until next time, peace out.